Hello, my little yarnivores and spiderettes and arachnids. Fiber Spider back again with big news for you guys. I am pleasantly, delightedly, and shockingly able to say that yes, we have reached over 150,000 subscribers. Actually, we are over 151,000 right now, but I wanted to shoot this video today, being Friday. It's prime time, and so uh, ah, I am, of course, very, very pleased. I'm very excited, and I am very happy to share yet another giveaway because that is what I like to do. Every time I reach what I consider to be a benchmark, and I'm notorious for air quotes, every time I reach a benchmark, I do like to do a giveaway because it is my way of expressing my thanks to all of you for your support and for making all of this possible, because without your support, I wouldn't be able to keep doing these videos and spending as much time as I do making these videos. So I like to do a little something, to give back and express my thanks to you for helping me achieve what I have achieved. And I thank you for that. I do not take that lightly. I do not take it for granted. And I thank you. Very sincerely, I do thank you for that because you made this happen. Thank you. So we are going to do the giveaway. We're going to announce the giveaway. Well, not the winner, but how to enter and what you're going to be getting. But I wanted to do it's referred to as housekeeping first. So I've got some things that I want to show you and tell you about. And so stay tuned, further on in the video, and we're going to go into the giveaway stuffs. But I just wanted to tell you about some other things first because, well, that's what I like to do. Okay, so, all right, so first things first, the video that I posted earlier this week it was sort of, I guess you would call it like a show and tell kind of thing. It was the 2020 Ice Yarns Challenge that Creative Grandma had tagged me in. Your response blew me away. Thank you so much. All of those comments really blew me away. I honestly didn't know what the response was going to be because, as most crafters, I'm sure that you can relate to what I'm talking about right now. We are our own worst critics. We are very harsh critics on our own work. And what, one person might think is nice, another person might think is but I mean, I was pretty pleased with the lace wrap that I had knitted, and so many of your comments, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Also, because I know that style of lace, it's not for everybody. I get that. I totally get that. Also, I saw a ton of comments on, okay, knitting is great, but can we do a crochet version of it? Well, that is something that I am going to try-ish to see if I can figure that out. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But as far as knitting, that technique of organic, freeform, freestyle lace making, really, it lends itself to the knitting format, if you will. I definitely am interested in doing some sort of lace along kind of thing at some point. Actually, this weekend, if I can get my editing act together, I'm going to be showing how to ply hand-spun yarn, as well as how to set the twist using a nitty knotty so that you can, in fact, use the yarn. And this is the yarn. Yes, it is. But you're going to see more of it in just a bit. At any rate, so I do plan on doing a knit along, lace along, whatever you want to call it, at some point, hopefully in the near future. Just, you know how it is. Life has a funny way of happening. And so I do have every intention of doing that. It's just a matter of when. But yes, I have every intention of doing that. As far as a crocheted version of that remains to be seen. It's a potentiality, yes. Is it a definite? No, but it is a potentiality. So bear with me, folks. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. All right. So next up on the housekeeping, if you will, the drop spindling. I absolutely love it. Yes, I do. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very meditative in the repetitionness of the whole process of it. I really like it. But as far as speed, it's not quick. It is not a quick process. So I decided I'm going to throw caution to the wind. And yes, I bought a spinning wheel. Now, you might be thinking, didn't he say he already had a spinning wheel? Yes. A while back I did buy one from Etsy, and it was, it was handmade, and I had to put it all together. And now it could have been several factors. Okay, to be fair, it could have been several factors. It could have been because it was a handmade bunch of components that I then too had to put together myself. That could have led to it not working out very well. Personally, I found that the treadling was difficult for me, and because a friend of mine has the exact same wheel and he doesn't have any issues with it. Me, well, I have a lot of issues. So I was not able to use it. So that being said, I decided, you know what? I don't want to give up on the whole idea of spinning with a wheel. So yes, I did order one, and it came already, and I've been spinning with it. I've actually been spinning with it. Now, here it is Friday. The wheel itself, it came on Tuesday. Okay, so between Tuesday and Friday, I've already been spinning and knitting with the yarn. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Now, okay, keep in mind, I have, like no real wheel experience, if you will, but this is actually what I have knitted thus far. Quite a bit, all things considered. My goodness. Okay. Now, this is knitted with wool that I had acquired from the woolery. It's called Heinz 57. It's sort of like the feel of fisherman's wool, if you will. Now, as you can see, obviously, there are some thick spots and some thin spots, but this is, let's be fair, this is my first attempt at spinning yarn with a spinning wheel. So, to be fair, I'm fairly pleased, actually. I am. All things considered. Now, as far as getting the consistency of the thickness, I need some work. I am not going to sugarcoat it. I am not going to lie. I do need some work, but I'm really quite pleased, all things considered. And so, yeah, I managed to knit all of this, and spin all this yarn since Tuesday, and more, actually, because I get this little bit left here, and I also decided to work on spinning some merino. And this is the colorway Mostaza, I believe. It's a merino malabrigo, and this is a single ply. Now, keep in mind also that if I took 2 strands of the single ply and then plied them together, it would create a thicker and more even thickness consistency, so it wouldn't look thin and thick and thin and thick and so on and so forth. So I'm learning, okay? But I wanted to give you guys a little show and tell, I'm really pleased, so hooray for me. I have to be patient with myself. I do. So all things considered, I'm very pleased. And also I have actually more of this that is currently on my Nitty Naughty drying. Previously, I had taken it off of the Nitty Naughty and then done the soak and then hang it up to dry. But no, actually, I find that if you wet it and you leave it on the Nitty Naughty and let it dry on the Nitty Naughty, it works out better. Thank you, Russ. He gave me that idea. And because it's a PVC piping Nitty Naughty, it doesn't matter if it's wet, unlike the wooden ones, at any rate. So I'm excited. So I've got more of this. It's drying right now. But this I managed to do in about 2 days. Keep in mind, I also had to go to work. So I'm pleased. I'm happy. Now, on to the next bit of housekeeping. Enough of that, but I'm pleased. I'm fairly happy with myself. Now, ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, ultimately, what I would really like to do is get to the point where I'm not embarrassed by what I'm spinning. And I would like to get to the point where I could make it and then potentially sell it on my Etsy store. It's a little, I can dream a little dream, you know, and that's something that I would like to do. And if you guys are interested in that, that would be great. You know, I would be really happy about that. I'm working on it, baby steps. You know, I need to practice more. I understand, but Rome wasn't built in a day and yarn wasn't spun in an evening, so we'll go from there. At any rate. All right, so one last item of housekeeping before we go on to the giveaway. I was told about a website recently, and it is called Teespring. And because we were talking about merchandise and so on and so forth, and I was like, well, but I don't want 50,000 items in my home all boxed up and I have to ship them out. Well, this website called Teespring, it allows me to create merchandising, where you go onto the site, and if you order it, no pressure, no obligation, no pressure, but if you order it from the website, they print it, they make it, and then they ship it to you. So, you know, basically they do all the machinations and so forth. You know, I am the one to, you know, design it, if you will, but they're the ones to actually make it. So I decided to give it a try. Yeah, I figured why not? I'll give it a try. So I did, and it came in the mail today. Da, 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 da. let me scoop myself. Yes. Low fiber spider t-shirt. Yes. Now this is a Hanes 100% cotton t-shirt. And I'm really quite pleased with it. You know, it's just, let me fully unzip here. You know, it's just a regular white Hanes t-shirt. And it's very comfy. I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like after it goes through the dryer. I ordered a large because I thought, well, if it goes through the dryer, it may shrink a little bit, but this is my logo. And actually, this was designed by a friend of mine, Rachel. And so I took the image. It's my banner artwork for my channel. And I took the same image, and we have a t-shirt. Now, also on my Teespring store, if you will, I also have mugs, and I also have a tote bag, and, you know, so, I mean, if you guys are interested, then I'll put a link in the description box down below where you can purchase one of these. Now, I get, you know, I don't get all the profits, okay? No, all right. When you see the price on there, I do not get all the profit from the sale. Because they're the ones who manufacture it, they ship it, they process it, they do all that stuff. I'm being 100% transparent with you guys, okay? So I make, I want to say like maybe half of whatever the price is on there. I think I make like maybe about half as far as profits are concerned. Okay, so don't think I'm getting rich quick on this. No. But I believe in being 100% transparent with you guys. I do, okay? Um, so that's why I'm telling you all of this. But if you're interested in a little bit of spider swag, if you will, a little bit of merch, you can do that. And that would really help me as far as your support is concerned, financially. That would be really great. That would help. If you can't, that's fine too. Like I said, no obligation, but there would be a lot of appreciation, but there's no obligation. Okay. That being said, I did also order a mug as well. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm very excited because I'm a coffee freak. I love my caffeine. So I did order a mug, but it has not arrived yet. But because this showed up today, I couldn't wait to show you guys because I'm all excited. They do also have hoodies and I think tank tops and posters and towels and all sorts of things that you can do. But I wanted to start simple. I didn't want to go completely crazy and overextend myself and have ridiculous expectations because that usually doesn't end well. But also, I did create two other designs. One of them they're both mugs. One of them is from when I did a spider web blanket. The background image is of the blanket, and then I wrote down, "Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the fly." I thought that was kind of apropos and cute. And then the organic lace is the background of another image on the mug. It says, "Lace, definition, yarny Swiss cheese." So I just, I'm having a little fun with it. We'll see what happens. Do I have any expectations? No. Hope? Sure. Expectation? No. But it's 100% appreciation regardless. And so I'm trying it. Am I pushing it? No, but I'm trying it. So if you guys are interested and if you want to share your support, that would be totally appreciated. If you can't, like I said, that's okay. One way that you could totally show your support that I would be totally appreciative of is if ever you see an ad pop up on these videos that I put out, just don't hit skip, just let it play. And that in and of itself totally helps me, and I would be fine with that. If that's good enough, that's good enough. It's okay. At any rate, now for the moment that you've been waiting for, because I've done my housekeeping and I've rambled on long enough. Now let's get to the giveaway. Okay, so if you're still watching, thank you. So now it is time for announcing my giveaway. Yes, now this was not done on my spinning wheel. This was all spun with a drop spindle, so it took a while. Yes, I believe I started spinning this and plying it and all that good stuff. I think I got the initial fiber, I think it was the week of Christmas. So it was like the last week of December, and now we are late January, and I just finished plying this, I want to say this past weekend. So it took a while, but I had a lot of fun making this, and this is my first, yes, you get my firstborn, as so many people referred to it. This is my first finished hank of hand-spun yarn. So let me just untwist it to show you how gorgeous this yarn is. Now, so this is 100% hand-spun yarn. I want to say it is about a weight of 3, if you will, roughly speaking, and it is approximately 300 yards. It's like a couple of yards less than 300, just a couple, but all things considered, I am really quite pleased with myself. And I did get a lot of comments saying, "You're giving away your firstborn." Are you crazy? Yes, I am. I'm crazy about you guys because you guys helped me make this channel what it is, and I want to give something back. So this is how I'm choosing to do it. So, so there. So all you have to do is please be a subscriber. That would be nice. And all you have to do in order to potentially get this hank of yarn is in the comments section down below, write down, if you won this hank of yarn, what would you like to make with it? Now, keep in mind, it's about, like I said, a weight of 3, and it is about 300 yards. That being considered, what would you be interested in making? Now, keep in mind, it is 100% wool. It is merino malabrigo wool. So if you are allergic to wool, I apologize, but that's what I made. So if you're allergic to wool and you still want to enter the giveaway, more power to you, that's fine. Now, if you're allergic and you can't work with it, then I would say in the comments section down below, write down what you would do with it. Would you give it to somebody? Now, whatever the answer is, I don't want to see a comment saying, I'm going to let it sit on my shelf and look pretty, because no, I want this to get used. I want one of you to get this and to make something pretty with it. That's why I'm doing this giveaway. I don't want it to end up in somebody's stash where it just sits there. No, I want you to use it. That's my requirement. That's my stipulation. Also, it would be really cool if whoever wins it makes something and then I get a picture of whatever it is that you made. I would love that. That would be that would make my day in such a big way. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome sauce incarnate. So yeah, that's all you have to do in order to enter this giveaway is just be a subscriber, please. And to say what you would make, or if you're allergic, what would you do with the yarn? Would you give it to somebody that you know and love? What would you do? And so I'm going to do a drawing for the winner 1 week from today, next Friday. I'm going to do a drawing. So be sure to make a comment, and if you know of somebody who would perhaps be interested in winning this yarn, please tell them about this video, share this video with them and get the word out, because this is my firstborn. Yes, and it's sort of like throwing out the baby with the bathwater, so to speak, but I hope that it goes to a good home. I hope so. It's like, putting out like putting a puppy up for adoption. It's like, please go to a good home, a little tail wagging. At any rate, I digress. But yeah, enter, make a comment, and you too can have a potential chance of winning my firstborn, as it were. It sounds weird, but it makes sense. At any rate. So, at any rate, that is my video for today. Please have fun, enter into the drawing. As far as my spinning adventures, they shall continue. And once I get more comfortable with my spinning wheel, by the way, it is called the Polywog. It's such a cute name, and the wheel itself is so cute. It's called the Polywog by Spinolutions, or Spinolution. I love the wheel, okay? I'm still getting used to it, but thus far, I love the wheel, okay? And I would very much like to do a review / tutorial, whatnot, on how to use the wheel. Not going to do it just yet because I want to get more comfortable with the wheel first. Not quite such a wet behind the ears novice. I want to have a little bit more experience before I say, oh, I'm going to do a tutorial on that. But that is something I'm very much interested in doing because I really love the wheel. As far as the difference between drop spindling and wheel spinning, the speed, there's no comparison, but the price, ooh, there's also no comparison. You know, it's not cheap, but for me, I thought it's worth it. At any rate, I digress. And then, of course, also, please, if you guys are interested, check out my Teespring shop. If you guys are interested, that would be lovely. And you know what to do. Until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching. I love you guys. Thank you again so very much for making this giveaway possible, this benchmark possible for the 150,000 subscribers. If it weren't for you, it wouldn't be possible. So I thank you for that. I do. So you guys have a fabulous day, a great weekend. I will try to have my video up for tomorrow for more spinning adventures. And you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.